Hey everybody! So today we're going to do another channeled oracle reading. I have absolutely no idea today what the divine has in store for us. It's my assumption that this is for the Twin Flame Collective because that's what it's been really the whole time I have been, ushered forth or sort of like being brought forward into this channeled card reading. So I'm just going to go with the flow and listen to my intuition and listen to the guidance that comes through and see where it takes us all. And then I'll name the video according to what transpires. So here we go. So first of all, I'm being led to the Wisdom of the Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. So we are going to start right there. So we're going to take 3 cards. We're going to take past, present, and future cards. Past, present, and future energies. So, and I don't do any, because I channel my readings, I don't do any reverse readings at all. So we have Unfinished Symphony for past energies. Okay, present energies are going to be... Now, if any of you don't know who I am, I studied down at SBHTC with Sylvia Brown's company about 10 years ago or so, and so I have been a spiritual hypnotherapist for quite a few years now. I've been a divine channel for the past 14 years now. Started a week after my 40th birthday. I'm almost 54. Just recently, like the past 2 weeks, have been guided. My hypnotherapy business dwindled off, and I've been guided to do these channeled oracle card readings for the Twin Flame Collective. I am a Twin Flame myself, have been for 30 years now, unknowing for pretty much 28 of them. And so since, no, that was almost a jumper. So since, finding out about it, that I was that, okay, so we're going to do now energies. Yes, and future energies, yes or no? No, we're going to grab a different one for future energies. So the now energies are the yang, and we're going to grab a different for our future energies. Okay, also, round of the round, yes. Okay, good to go. All right, so we have our past, our present, and our future energies. Unfinished Symphony, yang, and round and round. Okay, so we're just going to set that to the side now. I'm not sure where I was going. Anyways, let's just move on forward. Anything that needs to come up as far as information, it usually just comes up whenever, and so I don't worry about having to say what I need to say. Spirit always guides me to where I need to go and what I need to say, so we're just going to go straight ahead into the reading. So we have our past energies, Unfinished Symphony. And so the way that I read is I just look into the cards and I wait for my channeled information or guidance to come through. Just like I've channeled, many books and audios and workbooks, and all of my divinely channeled scripts for my hypnotherapy business were done, through the divine channeling. So I'm just going to look into the cards, see where, I'm drawn to, and the messages that come through. So right away I got drawn to this, sort of like this mirroring face in the middle of the card, and also this, like a song signal, or a song note. So for me, right away I'm feeling like, or getting a message that, a lot of times with the Twin Flames, we're getting these different energetic frequencies, these light activation codes, and sometimes these are coming through musical notes, messages, so like divine messages that we get through songs or lyrics, that many times we're not even aware of until we sort of start listening and start being aware of these synchronistic opportunities that are being unfolded for us and brought forth for us. So we're being guided to just, listen for this and sort of like sort of like watch for it, but don't be so mindful that you're so solely focused on it that you're not living your life. I mean, just take note when these things pop up for you, when you're, feeling and seeing and you have these knowings about, music or what somebody says, or just these synchronistic opportunities or guidances that are being brought forth for us, through us many times, for the betterment of all and for others as well. So just pay attention to these little, cues or clues or opportunities, so that you don't miss out on these synchronistic signs and symbols for each and all of us, to help us sort of along our pathways and our being guided, our guidance ways of, stepping up and into our true selves and who we really and truly are from deep inside of us. And, going down that path, whether, trudging down that path of light, knowing that this is our rightful ways to go and to be and to do and to have as. So if you're feeling compelled to go in a certain direction and, and it feels right in your heart of hearts, in your heart and soul, your interior guidance system, that's just a message for you to go that way, to, seek within that, even though sometimes that can be uncomfortable and can be, not feel the greatest. Just know that if you are being divinely guided, and as you are being divinely guided, to just, reap the rewards of those accesses and those synchronistic opportunities that are being afforded and available for you and to you, by just, stepping up into it and stepping forward through it. And right away here, I don't know what this is where it's going, but I'm being guided to the number 10. So 10 for me is always a sign of completion. So like the end of a circle, or the end of the completion of something. And so I'm feeling like this girl here has been feeling sort of like tied up in knots kind of thing. It's almost like she's looking to me like she's got her arms wrapped around herself, and that she's sort of feeling tied up, or not able to maybe express herself as fully as she has wanted to in the past. But now she's stepping up into her own here now, and she's got these red boots on, which signify to me that she has, she's full of passion. She's been guided along her pathways with these synchronistic opportunities and these synchronistic moments, and she's paying attention to them now. And she's, utilizing them as opportunities and for growth and to move forward in her life, and to, go along that pathway of life, no matter how it looks to be, to just trust in the synchronicities and trust in the process and trust in her guidance and her guides, showing her the ways to her true self and who she was, really always meant to be and to do and to have as, and to just trust in the process and trust in the divine synchronistic opportunities and moments that come forward for you, here and now and always, really always. So I'm being directed into the background of this card here, which really looks like a lit up, sort of like a lit up fireball to me, of light. Which is just telling me that in these synchronistic opportunities, in these passionate times, when you are feeling that passion, that drive, that the synchronistic knowingness, but at times even unknowingness, until it sort of reveals itself. If you're feeling being led, just start taking those steps, because as you're being led, the opportunities or the openings to that being led are going to show up. Eventually you're stepping your way to it. And just because you can't see it at any given moment in time doesn't mean that it's not there, and doesn't mean that there isn't an opening there for you to walk through and to go through when the timing is right, when the timing is perfect, all in divine timing and in this process, really, of our very own processes. So just keep stepping into your owns, knowing that there's light at the end of the tunnel, knowing that, you're on your own manifesting rainbow of success to where you want to go to, and just trust in that guidance, trust in that process, and just keep stepping, no matter the way that it looks. Okay, so that's the past I'm being sort of guided to say past reversal card. I don't know what that means, but past reversal card. So maybe that'll become clear a little further into the reading. Okay, so those are the energies of the past. So, and I was saying to the divine last night or the day before, you know, maybe we should cut some of these readings down a little bit because they seem to be quite long, and I'm, you know, wondering if that's, you know, a hindrance to people that they don't have the time to maybe listen to these readings. And then I, you know, then I realized, oh yeah, okay, there's ego jumping in there. Really, I said, you know what, don't even listen to me because I know that you guys have a much greater perspective, much broader, greater perspective than I do down here. So, you know, just keep them coming. However, you know, they need to be for the collective and for, you know, whoever is being guided to the page, to the YouTube channel, to whatever they need for guidance and however long, you know, the videos need to be for that. I'm just here as a conduit for the divine. So just, I'm just going to step aside and let whatever comes to be to come through for, you know, the all of you and myself many, many times, because a lot of this stuff resonates so fully with me because I am a twin flame as well and have been for a very long time. So I just trust in the process, trust in the divine, and just keep stepping my steps. Even though many, 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 many times they do not look to be what I want them to be, or in the steppings that I would normally or naturally take in this, you know, normal, natural world that we live in here now, because many times it probably looks to be really crazy to a lot of other people that are living that, you know, that, I don't know what you call that, normal standard of life. Whereas when you're, you know, opened up to all of this and more enlightened on, you know, all of these processes and all, and this journey and everything else, that you know, we really do open up to much greater divine access and knowings and beings and doings and havings of, and, you know, all of this stuff, we're being guided to all of it. And so it's only when we once open up our minds and our hearts to all of this that we do feel the guidance so energetically strong that we are able to, you know, access so much more and to just keep going on our life's process and in what all is really meant to be, to do and to have for us as these particular spiritual beings that we each are on our very own processes here. So okay. So for me, that's the divine's messages for the past energies. So we're going to move on forward. Do we want to get a clarifier for that, or just move on forward? Okay, we're going to just move right on forward into the present. Okay, so we have, right away I'm looking at one yang. It's number one. So for me, the one always means like a single twin flame. You know, that we're all on our own individual processes until we come together as a couple. You know, we are the collective, of course, so we're all together in this. We're always all together in this, but at the same time, we're feeling very much on our own journeys, because when we do not have yet our divine twin flame counterpart with us, we're feeling very much like a singular unit, you know, going through these processes alone. So even though they're always with us, you know, our divine counterparts, their higher selves are, you know, helping us along our pathways as our spirit guides and angel guardians and Mother God, Father God, you know, the whole archangels, like, you know, the whole spiritual realm is really with us, helping us along our pathways. So we need to just trust in all of this, trust in the process, and just keep going as these true divine collective flames, and also, you know, solely walking our paths alone at any given moment in time, as we are, you know, reflective of these energies from the past that sometimes come up into our future nows as well. So, okay. So, wow. First thing, it was the outstretched hands. Oh, did I show you the yang? I'm going to do that again. I'm sure I did, but we're going to do it again. These outstretched hands are our gifts. You know, we're being guided and we're being gifted. The gift of the worlds, I guess, in our knowingnesses and in our spiritual prosperity, and what is affordable to and for us once we step up and into all of this, in, you know, divine riches, divine synchronicities, you know, really in all aspects of life for us. once we, are on our paths and we're continuing to open up into our paths and who we really and truly are, taking off those masks, taking off that armor, just being our true authentic selves, being who we're always meant to be, to do, and to have as our very own true colors. And we become the stars in our own lives that we're meant to be, to do, and to live as here. And so we're not going to be shown or afforded many of these synchronistic opportunities or moments until or when we step up and into this, as our true self soul, and as we are being guided from deep within us to do so. If we stop ourselves, with these stoppages, blockages, fears that we have, we're really the ones retarding or stopping our progress, or putting blockages, stoppages, or fears in front of us, ahead of us, so that we're not able to, cruise on through it to get to that place of divine bliss. Because when we're stopping or blocking ourselves, we're not in our element. We're not in our divine synchronistic elements of passageways that are being shown and afforded to us as we travel along our each own passageways. So what we need to do is we just need to, again, trust in the process, trust in the universal energy showing us our true and directing ways from deep within us to where exactly we need to be, to do, and to have as these synchronistic beings, these divine energetic creatures of love and light to and for the good of all, here to manifest really a greater world for the betterment of all, for all of us, to be, to do, and to have as these energetic beings of light and love to and for the good of all. And so we are here to come into union and to be the yin to the yang and the yang to the yin, so that we are, here solely and fully as these aligned energetic beings of love and light, where our chakras are completely aligned to one another, so that we can step up and into our own true powers here. And the only way to get to that place of energetic alignment is to be true to yourself, to come into your own as only you can, so that you are an energetic match to your highest frequency. And in being this energetic match to your highest frequency, you're also an energetic match to your highest version of yourself. And in this being of this highest vision of yourself, you are also an energetic match to your divine flame, to your divine counterpart. And so just keep on doing and being and having as equally as you can to your highest version of yourself, and just keep stepping up into your own flames. Because as you step up into your own passionate flames, what comes forth for you are an energetic match. And that also means in an energetic match spiritually to your soul counterpart, and who he or she was also meant to be, to do, and to have as for and in. Okay, so that was a mouthful. So, just keep stepping your path, keep stepping up as who you really and truly are, and only then will you become that energetic match to your beingness of who he, she really is for you. And you will each be then that energetic spiritual counterpart who are aligned perfectly to whom you need to be for them as well as yourself. So just keep stepping along your pathways, knowing that all is well, all is right with the world. You don't have to be anything that you are not. It only looks to be that way sometimes. You think that you need to be this certain way for certain individuals or for the collective whole or whatever. You do not have to be anything that you are not spiritually inclined, guided to be, to do, and to have for yourself and all others. Because really, this is always about for the betterment of all, always. Even though, like I said many times before, these synchronistic opportunities, everything seems to be aligned with our higher selves coming into alignment with and for our true twin flames. It is always, always about the greater good of all and for a better world for all of us to live in and to thrive in together. And so in coming together and stepping up into union with our true twin flames, we are only helping the betterment of the world to do, to be, and to have as equally as we all can and should be living as God, Goddess, Mother God, always intended for this to be for all of us, always. And so be, do, and have as an equal counterpart to your spiritually guided divine flame, and he will become that energetically matched. And I say he, she, one and the same, to become that energetically matched frequency of love and light to and for the good of all, and also that energetic match frequency to your love lights here as well. And so you'll both be guided to one another, stepping your pathways as each need to be. So just trust in all of that, and trust that it's a process, and do not be worried that it's not coming soon enough or fast enough or whatever you want for it to be. Just know that it has its own process. It has its own ways of becoming. And so for you to, want so much, or you're getting in your own way. So get out of your own way. Trust in the process, knowing that divine will is happening in the background of your life, if not in the forefront. So trust in all of that, knowing that it's all coming to be as divinely timed as needed to be for you and for the collective and for the betterment of all, always. So just trust in that. Okay, so that was for the here and now. Now, do we want a clarifying card for that as well, at all? We're going to take one for that. Okay, let's do that. Okay, right there. 2. Okay, so we've got, we've got 3 here. Okay. So we got the yin to the yang. We got the yin to the yang that we just had. So clarifier on the yang is the yin. Okay, so now how this relates to, this is second, this is going to be third. How this relates to what we were just talking about, okay, or the what's going to be brought forward within this, I guess that's the way I'm going to look at the card, is just that what's being brought forward to sort of either complement this or be a clarifier to this, whatever resonates with that. So I'm just going to move on forward into the card. Oh, and I see, wow, I see a face. Wow, just a sort of a light image. It's the feminine energies. I see a light image in the far distant background. The first thing I saw was like a chalice, like an opportunity for divine union, like a chalice of love, or like a chalice of opportunities, I guess. Almost like the divine wine of life kind of thing. And with her light image in the background of it. Now, yeah, I'm feeling, actually, I'm seeing 3 different feminine energies now in this as well, and being guided to the number 2 on the card. So as her, now again, remember that masculine, feminine, we all have masculine and feminine. So however this resonates for you, just bring that, to the surface of the reading, and how it resonates for you. This reading will not resonate for everyone. These readings are for the collective who are either in union, coming into union very quickly, or soon to be in union. So the feminine energies are really stepping forward here. Saying or stating that, I guess this is for the collectives, because there's more than one of us. There's all of us. So this is for the divine feminine collectives that, just know that, we are all in this together, and that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and you are not alone. You have the energies of the divine collective feminines all with you, helping you along your pathways as well here. And so just know that we are never singly alone. We are always together, helping one another along our pathways of life in these successes, and in these, sometimes frequencies of, not so great of processings coming forth for us. And so we're sort of like, many times, you're not going through something that's making you happy, or that's creating happiness in your life, or you're not feeling great about it. Just know that you're not alone, that we're all going through this process to get to the other side of our, of who we really are, to our creative best selves, so that we can come forth as these true power couples, to and for the betterment of the all, always. That's what it's always about. Yes, divine union with our, divine twin counterparts, absolutely amazing, wonderful, awestruck awesomeness, absolutely full of colored rainbows, totally full of love, light, happiness, joy, you name it. But on the other side of that is also for the collective betterment of the alls. And that just means not just for the collective of the twin flame collectives. That is for the betterment of the alls in the worlds combined. For them, you know, for all of us, really. For them on the other side, as well as for us here down on the earth's plane here right now. Really, this is for the collective of alls, for the collectives of all of our worlds, I'm getting. And so this is really huge. This is a huge stepping stones, huge progress for us down upon the earth's plane here now. And not just for the betterment of us here, but for the betterment of the alls everywhere. So just know that we are not only just stepping up for ourselves and our twin flame, you know, collective, but we are really stepping up for one and all. And so just, you know, have courage and faith in the knowingness that whatever comes to be from within you is for the highest good available and possible to and for the betterment of the alls. And so go with that and just feel that in your heart centers and just step the path of unknowingness many times until you're enlightened enough to know as these entrance ways and gateways are opened up for you as you step along your pathway, you get you know, afforded to and shown to your true and very own passageways and processes through life because they're all very individual for each and every one of us. So as we step along them, we are guided more and more and more and more. And oh my God. And the picture in the background, this is so very cool. The picture in the background, that feminine energy turned into into the female and masculine energies together. And I see them kissing, and there's a heart on her. So they're like side to side kissing, and I see a heart where her heart chakra would be lit right up. Wow, that is very cool. That is very cool how that totally turned into a different image for me to help convey the message that, you know, we're all on our ways there. We're all on our ways to union. We're all on our ways to union, to whatever that means to be for you from deep inside of you. And just to know that our divine counterparts are on their ways as well, and they're stepping up and being and doing and having as need be as well, as they're learning along their processes as well. Just to know that there is truly a process to all of this, and to just trust in that, and to never, you know, be so discouraged that you lead yourself astray off of that for too long, for far too long, because, you know, it really is about you coming back on board and relaying all of these and relating to all of these messages and these synchronicities to and for the betterment of all. And so once you all come into union as these true divine twin flame counterpart couples, after you've, you know, become your best selves on your own, and you come into that energetic frequency of love and light to and for the good of all, alls, know that others will be divinely guided as well from your own energetic reactions to and for them and from them, so that they are, you know, building themselves up into their energetic frequencies of love and light to and for the good of alls always as well. So it's not just about us and our counterparts. It's always about for the betterment of the all and for a better world for all of us to live and thrive in always. So that's the yin card. Okay, so we're going to move right on to the TikTok card. That was a really cool card. The way that image changed, that was very cool. Okay, so TikTok. So again, I'm just going to get right into the reading, right into the card, and see what comes forth from the divine for all of us in our process, or, you know, how we move forward in our process here. Okay, I'm just going to have a drink of tea here, quick. Okay, here we go. Okay, so right away, it's funny. I look and I see like an onion being peeled, or like an onion being peeled back. So what this is saying is that, you know, the layers of your life, the layers of who you know, who you were, who you are, who you were, are being peeled back for you to, you know, to rise, to soar as your real, true, honest, to goodness, full self, for the betterment of the alls. And so just know that as this onion is being peeled back to the core of you, to who you really and truly are, sometimes, many times, it's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable process because, you know, we're not going through sunshine, rainbows and you know, like holidays or synchronistic opportunities all the time. We are going through, sometimes we're going through hell, sometimes we're going through the process of elimination, sometimes we're going through the process of, you know, peeling back those parts of ourselves that we may not like so much, and others may not like either. So in doing that, though, we are rising in consciousness to become our true and best selves. And so as we rise into our true and best selves, we become better for the betterment of all, for the whole collective of the worlds. And so just know that this whole process, as uncomfortable as it is, it's for a reason. It's for you to, you know, shed those old energies, shed those old ways of being and doing that you were, that you no longer want to be, that no longer serve the person you've become. And to know that it's not always an easy process. It many times is a process of, you know, eliminating the crap, getting rid of the crap that no longer serves you, and becoming who you really and truly are from your God self, from deep within your heart and soul within you. So as uncomfortable as it is, it's being done for a reason. And it's always to and for you. And, you know, and for your divine counterpart, absolutely, as well. And for the betterment of the alls, for the betterment of, you know, the whole of the worlds as well, always. So there is a process to it. There is a reason for it. And it many times is uncomfortable, very uncomfortable sometimes. So, but just know that everyone is going through this. Everyone is shedding their, you know, their disbeliefs that no longer serve them. The things that, you know, held them back, stopped them, the blockages, the fears, the excesses in things that are no longer serving the person that they've become. All of these things are being shed. They're being let go of. They're being, you know, like dismissed, gotten rid of. They're not needed anymore. They're not serving anymore. And so for us to step up and into our own, these things have to fall away. And so, you know, the uncomfortable process, unfortunately, is many times very uncomfortable. So, okay, so that's it for that one. Okay, so we are going on to the next one. It's called Between Worlds. Now, this is we're in the now energies, Between Worlds. Okay, so right away I'm being drawn to the crown on. It's a flamingo. Flamingo? Yeah. Anyways, I'm being drawn to the crown on. I don't know if it's her head or right away I'm saying her head because I'm thinking queen, but it could be masculine, feminine energies. We'll delve deeper and see what this really means for everyone. So anyways, I'm being guided to right away the crown on her head, and the knowingness, the beingness, the doingness that's coming from the divine on what all this means and how to bring all this forth for yourself to become this divine queen, this divine masculine and feminine energies. And so as you step up and into your divine process as only you can, you are being divinely guided and synchronistically engaged, they want to call it, to your better knowings, to your better doings, to your better beings, as who you really are, to your own real and true processes, so that you can step up as who you really truly are, so that all of your true colors can come forth for the betterment of the alls, so that can serve, you know, the Almighty, so that can serve the all of us as what it's meant to, which is to enlighten all of us to this beingness, to this process of elimination, to becoming our best selves and to be stepping up into our best selves and who we were meant to be and to do and to have as, for the betterment of the alls, and also to come into union with our divine twin flame counterparts. Okay. So So I'm being shown there's two different sides of the card. I'm being shown sort of like there's a gray side and there's a colored side. So now this is the now. This is still the now energies. So let's delve into that. Between worlds. Okay. So what they're saying is, you know, if you are feeling sort of between worlds, between, you know, who you were, who you are, between worlds in what seems to be the norm, what looks to be the norm in society, and also then you've got your head in the spiritual world in, you know, who you are to be, to do, and to have as you are spiritually and divinely guided to do so as, you know, just know that, you know, there's a whole of you. You don't have to be one or the other. You don't have to be on this earth's plane as this human being, or you don't have to be also just this spiritual being of love and light tuned for the good of all. There is a between worlds synchronistic opportunity of success to live and to thrive and to be at and from within, right on the borderline of that. And so as you be, do, and have, and step up as this divine counterpart, or this divine union, twin flame, energetic beingness of, or this love and light tuned for the good of all, as you divinely guidedly step up and stand up for all of this, it's not that you're they want to call it outer world. It's not that you're outer world here. It's not that you're outer world in the here and now as this, you know, not only spiritual being, but this, you know, down to earth, you know, spiritual being that's being this, you know, person on the planet Earth. You don't have to be one or the other, is all that it's saying, is you can be both. You are both. You are an energetic being of love and light tuned for the good of all, and you are also a human being having a human experience. And you are meant to be and do and have as this human being having a human experience. And so for you to think or to be, you know, to think you have to be one or the other is just total hogwash. Again, it's just the ego stepping up and stepping in there and telling you, oh, you can't have this if you do that. You can't have that if you do this. So untrue, all untruths. You can have, be, do, and have both, of the best of both worlds, and it lies right in the middle of those synchronistic opportunities that are being shown and afforded to you if you once step up and into your true divine counterparts union and who you really, truly, and divinely, and are divinely guided to be and become. There is, again, I want to stress this, they're stressing this, there is, again, a middle road, a middle way where you are both. You do not have to be one or the other, nor are you meant to be one or the other. You are here to be both, to do both, to be here as both, and to do here as both. So step up and into your own true power as both. You don't have to be, and you shouldn't be one or the other. You are both. You are not one, you are not the other. You are both. Cool. And that's the now energies. Okay. Last card, we're going to step up into they always call this the now future energies. Now, I guess that means, what that means to me, or what's coming forward here now, is the now future energies are dependent upon how fast you act, how quickly you step up and into your own true energies and true self soul. So the future nows can be right now, or your future nows can be a little ways down the road, because it's all up to you with your divine free will, how you step up and how fast you step up and into these future energies, whether they're in the future now or they're in the right here and now. So, you know, it's your choice. Step up into the right here and now, right now, or wait and step up into the right here and now in your future now energies. So it's totally up to you. What you be, do, and have as. And so just know that you're not going to get all of those things on the other side of life that you're wishing and wanting, that your true heart soul is desiring, not until or if you do step up into those energies of your true energetic being here as well. And so if you continue on as this human being only, that is all that will be afforded to you, is as a human being only. And so there is just so much more to you than that. You have this divine counterpart helping to show you the ways to true successes within you. So grab onto that and to run with it, and to go and step into the betterment of yourself as your futuristic self, as this whole person that you were always meant to be, to do, and to have as both the divine masculine feminine and this human being on this earth at the same time. This is all a combination of perfect oneness. And it's not going to come forth for you until you step up and into it for yourself at any given time, because again, there is free will, and so it is your choice when or if this happens. So, if you want it to happen, you are going to have to be the one to step it, to do it. And if it's uncomfortable, I'm hearing hell, so be it. Just step on through it. You're going to get to the other side of this uncomfortableness. And you're going to get to your true self, soul, heart's desires, flame. You're going to get there to her, him. And so you know what? Just step up and into this and do it. What is stopping you? Only your own fears of success. That's it. Look into your heart and soul and ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? Am I afraid of my own successes? Am I afraid of my own true love? What am I afraid of? Am I afraid of her, of him? Why? Why would I be? He or she is offering me love and light and wholeness and happiness and joy and peace and forgiveness and everything that I've ever wanted in this lifetime. And so what the hell is stopping me? What is stopping me from being and doing and having as I am so destined here to be, to do, and to have as? It is only me, and it is only my fears that are stopping me or blocking me from my true successes within. And it is only I that can step up and into this all, and through this all to the other side of the veil here now, to meet with her on the other side, so that we can come into divine perfect union together, and to be whole with one another as exactly whom we really and truly are, as each other is meant for us to be for each other and for one another as a whole as well. So this is a very cool card. I don't know if I even showed it to you. It's the round card. And I've always seen it as deeper understandings, that swirl, that, I can't think of what to call it right now, but it's like a spiral staircase, a spiral, that's it. It's a spiral. It's like a spiral staircase. And in that spiral staircase, I see an image. I see an image, a divine feminine, masculine. It doesn't matter. It's the energies are there. Just divine energies of humanness, of your human heart's soul knowings. So your human heart soul knows of these true processes, of this true union, of these true unions. So your heart and soul, look into your heart and soul. Like, honestly, it's all in there. Stop avoiding it. Stop stopping yourself from becoming who you're meant to be, to do, and to have as with your true divine flame, your feminine, your masculine energies. Stop it. Just stop it. Look into your heart and soul and ask yourself these questions. They're there. Those answers are there. You know what's right for you. You are the only one that's stopping or blocking this progress of your life and your health and happiness. Only you. And in being and doing and having as this true authentic self, as who you really and truly are from deep inside of you, as you process yourself through these steps and through these stages of consciousness to become your best self, to become the shining star for who you really are meant to be, to do, and to have as you do that, she will step up and into this union with you and for you, because that is what it's meant to be, to do, and to have as for you and with you. And so only as you be, do, and have, and step up into this is only as they can too as well. You know, they're here waiting and wanting and expecting for you to be and do this and to have as this true divine, flame, this feminine, these natural masculine energies, of true love and light, for the betterment of the alls, always. As you're being led into this from your heart, soul, from your heart's divine connection, your true self, soul. Listen to it. Be guided. Let yourself be guided. Open up into it. Open your heart up into whatever is coming forth for you and you will be divinely guided to the rest. That's all you have to do. Everything will unfold for you. You will be shown the passageways. You know, the only way to stop yourself, the process is to stop yourself from walking that passageway. And the only way that you're going to know what to do on that passageway is to start stepping. So just step on up and into it as, you know, only you can, as this, you know, divine, collective, feminine, you know, masculine energies that you all are from deep within you. And so, yeah. So that's future energies. Now, do we want any clarifying cards for that? Or yes or no? One? No? We're good. Okay, perfect. Do we want a last card? Any messages from the divine or a different, you know, deck or anything? Okay, I'm being led to this deck here. So all of these decks have been pre-shuffled. I just find it so much easier and quicker to have them pre-shuffled before we come online here to do these readings. So if all of this or any of this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, you know, on what part of journey are you on? Where are you at? You know, and so that you can help show others and sort of like enlighten others to their paths as well, to keep stepping into, you know, that there's light at the end of the tunnels here and that we're all going through these processes, and many times they're very difficult. But, you know, they're here for us for a reason, and so we're stepping them for a reason. And so just keep going and just keep being divinely guided as each of us are and will be once we are and we do and we, you know, be, do, and have as exactly who we're meant to. Okay, so two last cards here. Look for the divine feminine and masculine. I mean, we have the Horse King and the Queen of Light. Okay, so let's just get into the last messages. Now, these are from the divine. These are, well, this all is really, but just last messages from the divine. If they have any last minute messages for us, a lot of times they have last minute messages for me. And so let's just open up into that as well. So the first card that came, well, they came together, but the first card I'm being guided to is the Horse King. And so I see him there with his crown on, and the horse kind of like, you know, bowing to, or, you know, curtsying to his emperor self and who he's become. And so, you know, it really is all about the true enlightenment within. And once the divine masculine steps up and into this all, he gets guided and knows he's being guided. And as he steps his process, his journey in life here now, just know that, you know, in the now of your life, you may be going through a tough time right now. You may be going through, you know, some synchronistic moments that, you know, don't feel good, or moments of, you know, true enlightenment that do feel good. You may be going through all kinds of different phases and things at this moment, at this time in your life. And just know that there is light always at the end of the tunnel, that you are being illuminated as you go along, as you step along your pathways of life here. And you will continue to be as you keep going, you keep stepping. And that you're coming into your own emperor manifesting abilities, but not only manifesting abilities, the energetic exchange of. And so in that energetic exchange of, then comes forth your true divine feminine for you, to help you to be, to do, and to have as exactly you were meant to as well here. And so just trust in all of that process, that she is there for you, always will be, always has been. And she is just light at the end of the tunnel for you as well. So there's much light at the end of the tunnel for you in these synchronistic opportunities that you're going through right now. So look at those as not always negatives or only negatives, because they really are bringing you into your best self. They are bringing you into the energetic match that you need to be for your divine queen feminine. And so just trust in that, trust in the process, and become who you were meant to be. Step up into the light and step up into the light of your dreams, as only you can, from your heart center, always being divided from your heart center, because your heart center is your interior guidance system and knows the ways for you to come, to be, to do, and to have as. So always listen to your heart. Keep stepping as your heart shows you to do. It will always feel right to you. Emphasis on feel. It will always feel right for you. She will always feel right for you. What you are doing will always feel right for you. Even if it's difficult to be going through, it will feel to be the rightful directions for you to go. It will feel like your divine destiny. It will feel like what you want, what you search for, what you yearn for. You'll feel it. You'll know it. So be it, do it, step up and into it. For you and for her. Last card, the Queen of Light, the divine feminine energies of illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. So she is truly divinely happy and healthy in her energetic beingness of who she really and truly is. She's stepping up and into her true power here. With the true enlightenment that's coming to her. She's only being and doing and having as only she wants to now. She's not being and doing having as anyone else wants for her to be, to do, and to have as. She's let all of that go, and she's no longer buying into that crap. She is stepping her path as who she really and truly is from deep inside of her, and she is not letting anyone else tell her what to be, to do, and to have as, because she is a true divine feminine counterpart, and she is here to equally be his equal and to step up and into her own as his equal. And so she will no longer address any of this crap that anybody wants for her, because it is not true to her. It is not true to her heart and soul. She goes by her interior guidance system now. She goes by what her heart and soul tells her to be, to do, and to have as. And no one else is going to stop her or bring her down or to tell her that she is wrong, or that she is going the wrong directions, or with the wrong person, or that anything else that she knows in her heart of hearts is true for her in her life. There is no one on this divine earth or in the divine kingdom of the heavens that is going to tell her any different at this point in time, because she has stepped up into her true power within, and she knows who she is, and she is stepping up into this as that, period. No ifs, ands, buts about it. That is the way that it is. And this will truly and fully resonate with those of us divine feminines who have stepped up fully and truly into their own true powers here, as only they can. And the rest that are on their ways there, know that that is where you are headed. You are headed to that exact divine place of peace and bliss within. Knowing of only your true heart's desires, your true self's soul, as who you really and truly are, and you're stepping up and into her, and you're going to be her and only her, no matter what. Period. Exclamation point. No ifs, ands, buts, or anything else. So just know that if you're not quite there yet, that is where you are on your way to. And if you are there, positively awesome, I'm getting. Just keep stepping your steps. Just keep doing your work. Just keep being who you are and doing as exactly who you are. Period. Exclamation point. Done. Awesome. The reading is over. Divine feminine, divine masculine. Coming together in the light and love to and for the one of all. To and for the one and all. There we go. Sorry, I got that wrong. Okay, everybody, take care. Have an awesome, fantastic weekend. It's Friday today. I'm going to try and post this later today on YouTube and Facebook. And I hope everyone has a stupendous weekend. Like I said, if, whatever resonates, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Just know that, if some of this doesn't resonate with you yet, you're on your way. So, take what does resonate and keep going, because you're on your way to all of this. It is coming true for all of us. So just keep stepping as you were meant to, and to be, to do, and to have as, and just keep going. Okay, perfect. Have an awesome weekend, everybody. Love, light, blessings to all. I love you all. Bye.